Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Kozi? I sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and in the vague hope. May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas. What of their findings, Watcher? Did they recover anything? Anything about Ukaizo? An unusual accounting of the Isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to... If I did, my sister would hold a parade in your honor. Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all. Ikera, here, for your expenses. When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo. For what do they protect Matario Kozi, when its knowledge could help all Huana? One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences. Ikira, they will not let you escape with what they could so easily steal. But will they not find the original chart as unprotected as a Reparo food pile? I expected better judgment from an agent of the crown. Even with the help of the gods, our task was unlikely before these complications, I say. This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior. I sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day. May all who fell on Matario Kozi slip through the eel's jaws. Huana and outsider alike. But on to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest. The Queen and I make plans for the future. If you continue to make yourself useful, I say there is a place for you in them. She will call on you when the time is right. Ikira? May the wind caress your sail.
Captain, a word? You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say? And you wish for a moment of silence to dampen the rabble. Ikera, just so. All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone? To be between lovers is a terrible thing unless one is physically between them, I say. Captain, I would speak plainly. Are you as excited by the possible? What I mean is, if we were to... Ikera, I forgive this reckless fish for testing the waters. I will bother you no more. gladly accept.
my spine on the Deadfire lines. Tell me way, hey, hoorah, from a deerwood babe to a sailor fine. Hoorah for the Deadfire lines. Now Deadfire roots, they make good time. Tell me way, hey, hoorah, with the clear white straits and inlets fine. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Oh, they're the lines where you can shine. Tell me way, hey, hoorah. Oh, they're the lines where I spent big crime. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Just take a trek to Port Marjorie. Tell me way, hey, hoorah. The Port Marjorie where the sailors stay. Hurrah for the Deadfire lines. Then million captains you'll see there. Send me away. Before the revolution, way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Duke Cadmus made that traitor pay. He had his retribution. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Way haul away, a good ship now is rolling.
The Alpha Predator.
The pleasure is mine.
Do you think Andra's got something in mind for you, Takehu?
For me to exist in this form and to join this crew? I know she does.
It's funny. I fought against Aethys. I'm chasing him now. And I don't think he knows a thing about me.
Ikera, it is for us to show the gods why we are worthy of notice.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
What's the good word, Scuttler? Hope the Navy doesn't trouble you none over it. They tend to hold a grudge. Hey, you're better at this than I thought. You open to more work and more coin for your troubles? Your next target is Kawaru, a Huana captain with a black mark on his name. He sees outlander ships like floating game ready to be harpooned.
The Huana fleet cherishes him as a patriot, I say.
Kawaru helms the junk Kamat-o Ngati and lurks on the outskirts of Kua Urikuhu island chain, east of Nekataka. Good hunting, Scuttler. might need a drink.
That's it!
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Word of battle rock.
Sorry, battle.
Can't.
Whoa, Ixie, on me. No can do.
Word of battle rock.
Craved a feel of feeling.
Right on target. Leave it to me.
A ship! I am saved! Weeks I've been stranded here. The Valiant Trading Company sends no one. Unless...
Diverus. The company's concerns are the Duke's concerns, which makes them my concerns. But saving your skin was not in my orders.
Then it is the will of gods and countrymen alike that I remain stranded. By whose standard do you call this settled? Ekosi, this drive rattles my last nerve. I only tarry here because my shipmates went to Pococohara to search for Luminous Adra. I worry that Ruano, the local chieftain, gave Captain Bez and my crewmates a false lead. The captain was meant to return. We swim in hostile waters, Hack. Ruano was the last to speak with the captain before she set sail. He squats in the hut northeast of that pitiful market. I would have joined her, but my stomach... something did not agree. Now it is weeks since they should have returned. I'm only the galley cook, not a search party. Ack, the company would front the coin for a search party if someone competent stuck their neck out. When we landed on Tikawara, the chieftain gave us a welcome feast for the dukes. We feasted, danced, drank, and slept, only so we could feast, dance, and drink more.
Good to know your priorities were in proper order on company time.
Tell it to the captain. It was all her idea. Percom plunk on it. Music and ale are medicine for the soul. Even so, they did nothing to soften Anaharu. He said we had come to rob and plunder. He and Nairi turned the villagers against us. After that, we slept on the boat and took turns watching the shore. Except for me. I had to rest and recover, of course. But in the early hours, our lookouts Ruano and Anaharu disappeared together. No one from the village approached us all day. And by the afternoon, only Ruano returned. Now no one here will even talk of Anaharu. Suspicious, no? Our captain was eager to leave before the winds changed again. The priestess? She imagines me in the jaws of our fish goddess. I know it. She lurks in the shrine next to that awful statue. I cannot stand her wicked looks, but if she does not scare you, then maybe you talk to her. The captain left all but the essentials with me. I have sustained myself trading with the villagers. Ekosi, but I'm almost out of ale. I must watch the supplies at the trading post. You will come to check on me, yes?
Quit your chirping. I have no fish for you. Full tides. Himwihi and the other Mataru found them when they explored the island. Said maybe we train them to build. And if the soil and sea are misers here, then we eat them. The high tide is stingy with fish, and the low tide even more so.
Oh, filthy lizards. An outsider in Tikawara? Who are you, stranger? A captain. If you had sailed downwind of the island, you would have moved on, I say. I tell Ranga Ruano that the stench of Tikawara will drive away friend and outsider alike. Do you smell it? I speak of the Lagufath. There is no food on this barren island that those monsters do not steal.
Yeah, but how could you say no to those little faces?
Always they circle our village looking for weaknesses. I push the cage with the young ones farther toward the beach, but I smell them even here. Better to keep them under our thumb than sharpening blow darts, I say. A week ago, I tracked the fish to Hoina Ravine, so I challenged the Mataru to a hunting competition. My mother's belt for the brood mother's head. It is not every day that newcomers land on our beaches. What say you show me how outsiders deal with Lagufath? Keep your eyes and ears open. The brood is daring when the mother is close. I'll have that fish woman's head mounted in my hut before long. The Ranga wanted a trading post. He said it will bring more Valians like the sweaty dwarf. Then they will bring food and supplies and their sweaty money. Always I stand here. This is no job for the Mataru. We hunt, fight, and lead. What is there to hunt on this heap of rock and moss? No game, only Lagufath skulking in Hoina Ravine. Even the antelope know there is no fit home. The grasses are thin and the trees are like a child's bones. Small and soft. Even to build this, we must hike up the mountain for wood.
Already on it.
What say? You are new to Tikawara? I weave baskets and mats, strong and soft, just as my mother's cousin taught me. In the afternoon, I will go to the trading post to sell them. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ranga first. This is prize share. Ikira, We trust in our Ranga to dispense our food, goods, and coin to the tribe. The Mataru get the best of all, and then the Kwaru. The Raparu share what is left among themselves. Mukumu sees to it that Tamalu is made an example of what breaking prize share looks like. I weave baskets of mat in the of course. Ikira, what say?
Yes?
I shall be discreet.
I shall.
Real quiet now.
Ready when you are. Just say the word.
Not a problem.
Consider it done.
Aye, I'm right primed for another.
Welcome to Tikawara. Greetings, friend. Always an honor to receive guests. I would shower you with the fruit of our harvest, but the season is unkind, I say. Pococahara is restless. Even from afar, the storms tear our bounty up by the root and chase fish to calmer shores. An island not touched since the days of our ancestors. The Valians went to Pococahara for luminous Ardra, but their expedition does not return. As the storms grow wild, Tikawara dies around us. No traveler will land here if they are forced to eat their belts, I say. You are new to the islands. I would not expect you to know of these things. Our ancestors told of luminous Ardra, the bones of the Deadfire, breaching through the sands of Pococahara. Ngati raises her watery fist in defense of the Ardra. Valian or Huana, it is nothing to her who suffers in the wake of such anger. Ikira, we paddle our canoes the long way around Pococahara for a reason, I say. Another people lived among our ancestors and built a temple in the desert. Now there is only death.
Now, that does tend to follow the Ingwithins.
But the Valians closed their ears to my warning. In our old villages, we were raided by pirates, stolen by slavers, and killed by Rawatayan scouts. So I brought them here, where the soil is too poor for Kuiki fruit and the waters too shallow for great fish. At least we are in the path of Valian traders as they come and go. This is protection, prosperity, a future. Here, this was a token passed down from the Rankas, said to come from Pococahara in brighter days. If you need aid, Himarihi's warriors need only someone to bark commands and they will go. Our village here is young still, but we will grow when the Valians come. That is for what we build many houses now, even a trading post. We make Tikawara pleasing to the Valians. Then when they come for Pococahara, they build their harbor here. They must. Some tribes push foreigners away, but it is good to have powerful friends.
Powerful friends have a way of extracting costly favors, don't they?
If the Valians come, they will build an outpost here in Tikawara. And then we will have more to trade with outsiders than just Rongi's mats. With coin comes protection, friendship. A favorable arrangement for both sides, I say.
You sure you want to question that? We never get nice ones like this.
I say that in Tikawara there is always a spot around the fire and a Kuiki in every hand. Speak on, friend. Wind and sorrow are all that emerge from the ruin. Speak on, friend.
Amir's winds blow bitter today, outsider. More outlanders. Are your masters so desperate that they send you to plunder a starving village? For what do you say this? To impress me? You are no different from the last ones who came through. Outlanders conquer us with ink and paper packs as well as blades. But they conquer us all the same. Akira. That is what the last bunch said. Ruanu. He collaborates with the bottom feeders who went to Pococahara for Adra riches. I warned the Valians about Pococahara, but why listen to the ignorant Huana girl? Now I remain. They are gone. Taken by the curse. Pococahara was not for them. With Nagati's aid, the sea takes and gives in equal measure. Dark clouds surround Pococahara, and in my dreams, they swallow us all. We tell these stories not because they happen just so. We tell them for what they mean. Our Ranga's fear makes him too trusting. He believes the Valiant traders will protect us if they settle here and mine Pokokahara.
They will. It is what the company has done throughout the Eastern Reach. Why not here?
So the villagers pour their sweat into the sand, building a trading post on a barren island. If more Valians come? Akira, the same thing that has happened with every other foreigner. They will kill us, rob us, enslave us. And we will be too busy building their halls and sweeping their docks to fight. You are known as a friend to the Huana. If you did not win our favor to simply profit from us, then prove it now. If you go to Pokokahara, I say the best thing is to destroy it for the tribe.
Sometimes the ends justify the means.
Akira, your friend sees the shape of things. When the Hydra is gone, the Valians will dig somewhere else, leaving us to point our canoes toward more welcoming shores. If I knew, then I would go myself. Anything that is built can surely be destroyed, Akira. And the storms are proof of powerful magic at work. Dispel this magic, banish it, whatever needs doing. I hope so. And we did not speak of this, Akira. Anaharu was the tribe's priest before me. And he was my father. Before he challenged Ruanu to a trial of waves. But he was cast off. We are forbidden to speak of him. When there is an argument between leaders that cannot be answered, we turn to Nagati. Two challengers risk violent currents, beasts from the deep, and waves that would dash them against the rocks. The winner, if there is one, has Nagati's favor. The loser, living or dead, is forgotten by Nagati and the tribe. My father knew the traders are as dangerous as pirates and slavers, perhaps more, because they grow strong in Neketaka. So, when the expedition came, he begged Ruanu to send them away and move the tribe to another island. Ruanu, he did not listen, and Anaharu was done talking. It means the tribe must forget him. The Ranga divided his possessions among the other Mataru, and now we do not speak of him. Anaharu goes to his next life, but forgotten, he goes to a different tribe. He is our Ranga. My own great-aunt looked into his soul and declared him such. I must respect him, even as he builds a village for our enemies. Akira I have, and so did Anaharu. I must learn to stop saying his name. We worship the same gods as the foreigners, but sometimes with different names. This is Nagati, the trickster of the seas.
You worship Gon same as I do, at least in Neketaka. But I'll admit I've never called Andra Ngati.
Foreigners know her as Andra. To us, there is no difference.
The village starves, yet you hide Kowiki fruit?
I hide nothing, you bloated puffer fish. Traitor! Gati's jaws will close around you!
Confess, Tamal. Or will you let good food rot?
Does mine look like a full belly, idiot? Question the rest of the Raparu. We all hunger.
Disgrace. Any other Raparu has worked 10 times in a day what you have in your life, and they do not complain.
Watcher, we can't just let this injustice stand. Do something, or I might. You do? I mean, of course you do.
I say, this outsider speaks her mind like a Mataru. Another outsider. You visit Tikawara in hungry times. For what do you make of this hagfish, huh? Will Tamao confess if I tighten the ropes? Pakeho caught this wretch stealing the last of the Koiki fruit. The tribe was to feast on it for a harvest ceremony.
I stole no Koiki, but I wish I had. I would have hid it somewhere most unpleasant.
You hear this? A second chance we give, and Tamao throws it in our faces. Lied and stolen? Akira. When we have food, he takes more than he deserves. He steals baskets and pots, and even pilfered a spearhead from a warrior on the hunt. I say there is no person in Tikawara who he has not wronged in some way. Maybe no person in the Deadfire.
I say I deserve what others have in plenty. Shade, a full belly, a moment to kneel on cool sands. We stopped being a tribe when Ruanu dragged us into the path of the outsiders. Now we can only save ourselves.
You shame us, Tamao. To return in your next life as a coconut crab would be too kind. We would have eaten the last of the Koiki as a tribe. This way we give our thanks to Kahopa, the eel of life. Now this cannot happen. Our harvest fails because this one puts his empty stomach higher than the gods. This may be so where you come from, outsider. Kahopa will see to it that Tamao's next life has him crawling on his belly as the snake he is. I say, missing food is not the problem. Tamao betrays the tribe, dishonors the Raparu, denies all of us Kahopa's mercy. And he will surely wash back into our nets as a mudfish in the next life if he does not tell us where the Koiki fruit is. Pakeho's word is enough to give Tamao over to the waves.
Better to drown as an innocent man than starve with you fools.
Justice does not fill our stomachs or our hearts. It brings the gods no closer to ending this famine. Akira, you would do this? I say, our Raga will dedicate the Feast of the Last Koiki to your name. Until the Koiki is found, I will delight in prodding this stubborn eel for answers. You are free to question him in your custom, I say, and Peheko, he tarries often by the beach. I am a warrior, like most Mataru. Can you not tell? We have little reason to fight on Tikawara, except when the fishermen drink too much of the dwarf man's liquor. But these are only small fights, not like it was on the island we left before, when the pirates, the slave... But what did I say? Ah, Tikawara does not give in abundance, but there are worse things, Akira. Then you must speak with the Ranger. His lodge is at the top of the hill, past the trading post. Nairi also knows much, but she is quiet ever since. Nairi, she tends the shrine in the northwest part of town, near the statue of Ngati. Yes.
Oh? You look like you have something on your mind. It's been a while since I've been able to speak candidly with anyone, especially about the leaden key. It's unexpectedly liberating. As a matter of fact, I did. I saw my mother for the first time in years. She was well. She'd been living with her Thane for quite some time. I don't think she'd been to see my father since I left. I used to blame her for her long absences, for not intervening directly with my father. I realized that she was torn between two demanding roles, and two demanding men. I used to resent her for failing to protect me, but I understand now that her absence is what allowed me to grow. Intentionally or not, she gave me the space I needed to learn a degree of independence. Thank you. It felt good to resolve that much. It's one thing to forgive my mother for her absence. Quite another to excuse him. It was. I think they're one of the most ordered and deliberate organizations I've ever seen. And I don't entirely trust that. Not after the leaden key. The Queen seems to operate with a light hand on the tiller, so to speak. And I think that's a good thing. What the Deadfire needs is someone who can lead its people without smothering them. I'd heard Deadfire had a pirate problem, but I had no idea how large it was. Or how fashionable. Still, the only thing more dangerous than a unified pirate nation is one at war with itself. I worry about who will be caught in their crossfire. They seem largely competent. I would feel better about that were they not run by profiteers and animancers. Governor Clario seemed honest and well-intentioned. So one wonders why he was stationed at such an out-of-the-way post. One would hardly imagine that a colossus made of glowing Ardra could be so hard to find. But then I suppose the gods wouldn't have chosen you if the task were easy.
I'm on it.